I began local food production in early 2000s in Los Angeles, California. And at that time I was sick, I began farming or growing food, not even farming, but growing food back in early 2000s in Los Angeles, California. And at that time I was suffering. I had a lot of allergic reactions, skin things going on, issues, And my teacher was trying to get me to focus on, like, look, you need to be doing fruits and vegetables, salads, juices, and just keep it simple. Get rid of all this other toxicity in your system so you can clean out. And as that happened, my mind started to clear up, and he started to lay heavier and heavier layers on me about food systems and local food economies, things that I didn't know anything about and wasn't really interested in. Long story short, we were partnering with the African American Food Association, and we wrote a grant because the USDA had put out some information calling for grants or whatever, and we wrote a grant about the work we were doing in South Central Los Angeles, growing multiple small-scale food systems on private and public property. They wanted to fund us, but they sent it back and they said, listen, we're not funding anything that has food sovereignty in the description. What we will fund, this is 2003, I believe. What we will fund, they said, is anything that has to do with averting soil erosion, or anything that had to do with capturing rainwater or sequestering rainwater, things of that nature. But nothing that had to do with food sovereignty in local urban communities. Fast forward, must have been about 2013, 14. The conversation here in Atlanta's local food scene was about food security, food access and food security. Y'all remember that? And I was immediately pushing back against it. GWYA and the other folks that we were working with started to really push the term food sovereignty, knowing that what is happening is that when the government is funding different programs, they're looking for emergency relief type of things. So food access, food security, all of these are emergency terms for crises, crisis funding. But food sovereignty is independence. And who do you think is going to fund your independence? Who's going to fund my independence? Who's going to fund our collective independence? Who will do that? So now President Trump is making decisions, and then other people are making decisions whether or not to panic. The panic is based on whether we're looking for security or sovereignty, whether we're looking to be taken care of, looking for a new daddy, new parent, or we're looking to grow up and stand on our own 2 feet. So that being said, you know our mantra, you know the business name, you know the brand. It ain't changed, y'all. If you want to know what's happening on the ground level, deal with the people who grow the food. Grow where you are. Let's remember, oftentimes emergency government funding is designed to be short-term. Local food economies hopefully are being designed to be long-lasting. As an organization over the years, the overwhelming majority, bulk of all of our direct support has come from local organizations and organizations that value food, local food economies, high nutrition, soil regeneration, community development. We have yet to delve deep into the pot of government funding. And now, with these different decisions that can be decided on by different administrations as they come in and rotate out, making all these different changes, it can cause a mad scramble for people. So what we've always prioritized is production. Seizing the means of production, sacrificing and putting in the energy to do the work, to produce something. And as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan says, business is the activity of life. Remember them PPP loans, them PPE loans, them public enemy loans during COVID? Right. There's a lot of different snares to get trapped in. Dependency is a key ingredient for control.